welcome to Behind the Lines. I'm Diane Dayton. We're going to talk today about the Walk to End Alzheimer's, and it's coming up this fall. We're going to give you some information how you can be a part of it and how we can make a difference. With us right now, we have Chuck Sierk, and you are Lancaster Estate Solutions owner. You're also the executive chair of the and a sponsor of some different things as well, too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And we have Kevin Malloy. You are the rookie, the newbie, I guess we're calling you. We decided to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are the executive director of the Lancaster Convention Center. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay. This is important for all of us, and that's why we're here. I think we've all been touched our lives in different ways with someone that we've known. What about you?
So my mom passed in late January of this year. She had 10, 12-year run with it. And the challenges, COVID even played a role in it. And, you know, you want to do everything you can to give them some quality of life. And I really didn't know of this organization until recently by accident.
Wow.
And so, I mean, I knew the national one, and when my mom passed, they made contributions to that, but I didn't know we had a local chapter, so this is kind of new to me, and that's why I'm the rookie.
And that's why you're the rookie and the newbie. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Now, Chuck, what you do also comes into play with this as well. Explain that.
Yeah, so Lancaster Estate Solutions, we help folks with worry-free downsizing. So we can help with all the personal property, the planning, the sale of real estate, transition, getting layouts and everybody set up. We have an entire solutions team that help folks make that big transition. And we also help from an estate settlement standpoint. So there's also, when there is a passing of a loved one, many times there are folks that are now in the role of being an executor, and we can help them with all the physical aspects of the estate. We have legal, financial professionals that are also on our solutions team that can help with those aspects as well.
Yeah. Well, I think you are sponsoring, the mission tent and the company team, so you've got a lot going on. This is important to you, too, isn't it?
It is. My grandmother, she fought the disease for close to 15 years.
Wow.
So it was quite a long time, you know, when I was younger than I am now. She's been gone for a number of years. But my father now is in his late 70s and is in the early stages of dementia.
Okay. Well, you are chair, so there's a lot going on. First of all, let's give the date.
The date is September 23rd.
Okay. And it's going to be at Overlook Park, which is a beautiful place to do this.
It is. It is. We'll be right there. Actually, we'll have the Lancaster Estate Solutions mission tent set up on the driving range right there by Stoner Commons. It should be a great event.
Yeah. So my understanding is registration's at 9, and then there's the ceremony, and then the walk begins. Okay, so we're putting teams together. How's that going?
It's going well. We have a good number of teams. We're looking for more company walk teams, as well as we still have some open sponsorship spots, as well as we have a number of community teams. So as we go through these months and begin the fundraising activities for the teams, we're looking for an excellent event.
Okay. And let's see, Kevin, since this is your first experience, what are you expecting? What are you looking for? What do you...
That's a really good question. I guess to hear other stories, to kind of bond with, so to speak, can appreciate, and those who are going through some difficulties maybe can add some experience, strength, and hope. You know, it's challenging.
It definitely is. And it helps when you can get together with people that are also going through the same thing, that have gone through it too. So there is a website that we can get involved as well, and that would be... We'll figure that out and put that on the screen in just a bit. But the website, which is really easy to find with Alzheimer's in Lancaster. But you're going to find what on the website? We're going to find additional information on how you can put a team together, right?
Yep, there's some easy links for you to be able to sign up a team as well as contribute to the Alzheimer's Association.
And that's something that can be ongoing as well, too. Now, have you participated in the walk at all in any of the other years?
Yes, we participated in last year's event. Again, it was in September last year. Fantastic weather. We had a great showing of folks, as well as different sponsors that were able to join us. It was a really impactful event because you see a lot of the different colored flowers, and I think we'll explain exactly what those different colors represent.
Yeah, and there is a lot that goes along with that because there are stories that are shared, and it's really amazing. I also think too, it's held, rain or shine, and I think there's such a camaraderie. What I've experienced when people come there and start to walk together, and like we were saying, it is really a beautiful place to do this too.
It is.
Yeah. So a team. What team are you on?
I'm on the Lancaster County Convention Center team.
Well, I would expect that. Do you know how many people you have?
Right now, you're looking at the entire team.
Okay.
I told you I was a rookie.
All right.
We're gonna work on
So
that.
you're going to work
We're
on
gonna
that
work
too.
on that.
You're going to work on that too.
Yep.
And I think it's good too because you can get friends and relatives together and make it an event for the day because there's also all kinds of booths there as well that we can get additional information. That's right, isn't it, Chuck?
Absolutely. We'll have a number of different sponsors, different companies that support families as well as individuals that are dealing with the disease. We'll all be there under the Lancaster Estate Solutions mission tent.
Okay. Well, I'm so glad that you're doing what you're doing because this makes a difference in our community and beyond. And I think we all, in some way, shape, or form, are touched by this disease. So if we can help to stamp it out and to make life better for our loved ones, I think this is so good.
Absolutely.
So thank you both for being a part of it. We have so much more information to tell you, so stay with us.
You're watching Lancaster Community TV, LCTV 66.
Welcome back to Behind the Lines. We're talking about the Walk to End Alzheimer's, and it's coming up on Saturday, September 23rd at Overlook Park. With us right now, we have Frances Gibbons. You are the Senior Development Director of the Greater Pennsylvania Chapter.
Correct.
And we also have Robin Work. You're with the Office of Aging, and you're an ombudsman, too.
Yes.
Okay. Tell us what an ombudsman is for those who don't know.
That is a resident rights advocate. So we help residents who are in long-term care facilities if they're struggling with any concerns, also with their families if there's any concerns that they feel that their rights are being violated or they're not being cared for properly. They give us a call and we get involved there.
Well, you certainly have been involved for a long time in skilled care and long-term care, so you have quite a history with that too.
Yes, yeah, I worked in long-term care for about 18 years, and then in the last almost 2 years now I've been with the Office of Aging, so I've had a lot of experience working with our seniors.
And what you're doing now with Frances is what this time around with the
well,
walk?
I'm on the executive leadership team for the walk. I'm also now an advocate for the Alzheimer's Association and have done some advocacy work with them.
And that's been real enlightening too,
It
hasn't it?
has, yeah, it has.
Which is good. I'm glad you're there. Frances, no stranger to this set.
Exactly.
So welcome back.
Thank you for having us.
It's great to have this walk again because it does make a difference in the money that's raised. And what does it go to do?
So the money that's raised through our Walk to End Alzheimer's walk is for Alzheimer's care, support, and research. So 76% of the money that is raised is staying within the community so that we can do those things, so that we can do research. And we have research right here in the state of Pennsylvania, as close as State College, that is being done for our constituents.
Okay, since you brought that up, can you elaborate on any of that?
So I don't have all of the details on that,
But?
but there are two different research teams. So there's one in Pittsburgh right now that's getting funded by the Alzheimer's Association, and then there's one also in State College at the Penn State College
That's
campus.
huge, isn't
That's
it?
huge, yes.
That's really huge because we are making some movement on this too. What are we learning with this disease, Frances?
So, I mean, there's many different things that we're learning with the disease, but by the end of July, we're going to be having our AAIC conference. So that's our international conference for researchers coming from all over the world to talk about the last and those, most innovative research that's happening right now. And right now we have two FDA approved drugs that are out in the system. So, and then one that is on the third trial. So we'll see whether or not there's more things to share.
Yeah.
By the end of July.
Yeah, that's really looking good. So with the walk is an important part because there's a significant amount of money that's raised, right?
There is. And here in Lancaster County last year, we raised over $240,000 for our constituents. So it's very important for us to raise that money so that we can ultimately find a cure, because even from some of the people that are coming in here and sharing their stories, we know, and just like me, I'm a caretaker for my father, that I don't want my children to have to deal with this. So whatever we can do to try and find a cure.
Yeah, that's key. And you've experienced a lot of this firsthand because of what you do job-wise and just being out.
Yes, yeah. When I was working in long-term care, I did a lot of work in our skilled memory support unit. So I was working directly, hands-on, with residents who had Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia, and got a tremendous education on how best to communicate and to help them. And now in my role as an ombudsman, I'm in all the facilities, all the long-term care facilities in Lancaster County, and get to see a lot more of the population that needs our support and needs our help.
Well, speaking of how to communicate and how to relate, since we're all touched with this too, what are some things that we should know or that would actually help with that?
One of the best things is meet them where they are.
Okay.
You know, the whole reality retraining is futile, and just, you know, wherever they are, if they're talking in the past, if they're looking for their mother, that's fine. Say, you know, oh, well, you know, I haven't seen her. What does she look like? Or what kinds of things does she like to do? Always be, speak slowly, and always have a smile on your face. Always, you know, give eye contact, be warm. You know, they may not remember who you are, but they will remember how you make them feel, and it's our job to make them feel as comfortable as possible.
Absolutely.
And if you're having a difficult time, I mean, we have a 1-800 number that people can call. So 1-800-272-3900. That's 24/7. They have master level clinicians that can walk you through, because, I mean, sometimes it gets difficult. They're repeating themselves, and, you know, it could be frustrating, but they're living in a world where they have a brain disease, and we need to live in their world. They can't live in ours.
Yeah. So there's a website too, isn't
There
there?
is a website.
What is that?
alz.org. So you can find all kinds of information. So if you're not one that feels comfortable calling, you can go on alz.org and find out some information. And then, you know, try to see some videos. There's videos on how to communicate, how to reach out to local, because this is we are a national organization, but even to your local chapters if you need additional resources.
Yeah, and that's what's key. It's about getting the resources as well, isn't it?
Yes.
It really is. It's about being connected so we can help each other. And this is, can you sign up on there and do a team as well on the website,
yes,
right?
Yeah, so if you're,
do that.
Yeah, if you're on alz.org, there's different options that you can do. So if you want to do the Walk to an Alzheimer's, or the longest day, or even if you want to become a volunteer and educate other constituents, it's all there.
Okay, all right. Well, we are giving a lot of information today, and we have even some more because this takes the community, and we're going to talk to somebody else from the community as well. Thank you both for what you do. It does make a difference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay with us.
You're watching Lancaster Community TV, LCTV 66.
Welcome back to Behind the Lines. We're talking about the Walk to End Alzheimer's is coming up Saturday, September 23rd at Overlook Park. Now, joining Francis and myself, we have Reed Gooding, and you're the CEO of GSM Roofing. You're also a board member. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, you have an ALZ awareness truck.
We do. We are proud to have put our Alzheimer's truck on the road in early May. And we've done that because of my involvement in the association.
Okay, well that's great. And GSM Roofing is?
GSM Roofing is a third generation. I'm a third generation owner. So we've been around since 1946. And I kind of started taking the reins of leadership in early 2000s.
Okay.
And I took it because that's when my dad started taking full-time care of my mom, who battled Alzheimer's at a young age and unfortunately passed away at age 69 after a 12-year battle with the disease.
So that's one thing we haven't really talked about. It's not just getting older. It can come on early as well.
So yeah, we noticed it. We have a family foundation, and my mom was in charge of the foundation, and we noticed it early when she couldn't figure out the numbers and balancing the checkbook of the foundation. So unfortunately, we had to have her retire in about 2003 because she just could no longer do it. And from there, we saw the disease kind of progress, and ultimately took her life in 2015.
So it's real personal for you to be involved with this, isn't it?
And unfortunately, it's even more personal than just my mom. About a year ago, we started seeing the signs of Alzheimer's in my dad, and he's in the early stages of cognitive decline. And unfortunately, we know the story all too well, which is why we've trying so hard to fight back.
Yep, absolutely. The different colored flowers we referred to earlier. Tell us what those are, Frances.
So we have a Promise Garden flower ceremony that'll start at 10 o'clock on September 23rd. And each flower represents something different. So purple means that you lost someone to the disease, yellow that you're a caregiver or caretaker. Both Reed and I carry that as well. Blue that you're living with some form of dementia or Alzheimer's, and orange that you're an advocate for the association.
Okay. There are some great events that you have going on, and one of those is celebrity bartending. And tell us a little bit about that event that's coming up on August 17th at Decades, right?
That's right,
Okay.
that's right. So this is our second annual event. So this was organized last year by our executive committee. It was a great event. So we have celebrity bartenders, so people from local businesses that'll be giving an hour of their time to serve drinks at Decades. So we partner with Decades to do that. So again, August 17th, we'll be doing that from 5 to 8 p.m. And Kevin Malloy, who was here earlier, is going to be one of the celebrity bartenders.
Oh, all the more reason to go out and get that newbie, right?
That's right, that's right.
Okay. So the other thing is, too, every year you do the longest day. And tell us what that entails.
I'll let Reed talk about the longest day because this is personal to
That's
him.
okay. Go for it,
All
Reed.
right, so on the summer solstice,
Yes.
when we see the most daylight, the Alzheimer's Association has a signature event called the longest day, and I've personalized that. So when I got involved with the association, there was a lot of question on what is the longest day and how can you raise funds and awareness. And many people do many things, but what we decided to do was encourage everybody, not just people at GSM, not just people in Lancaster County, but everybody across the nation who is affected by this disease, to donate just 1 hour of their time to the Alzheimer's Association. So we have a hashtag, an hour for Alzheimer's, an hour for ALZ, and we kind of roll that out on the longest day and try to raise all sorts of funds and awareness regarding the association and the great things that we do, but ultimately try to get a little fundraising event at the same time.
Okay, so donating an hour.
Donating an hour of your pay on the longest day
On the longest day. Okay.
to an hour for ALZ.
That's great. That's really a wonderful idea,
It
isn't
is
it?
a wonderful idea. Yeah.
And I know you're open to different things as well throughout the year to make a difference. And volunteers are always good, as well as donations. Anything else you want to add to that,
No,
Frances?
yeah. I mean, we have all kinds of opportunities for people to volunteer and get engaged, from, becoming a community educator to being an advocate like Robin, or to doing, an event like the longest day or the walk to an Alzheimer's. It's just a community of people that are affected, and let's raise our voices.
Absolutely. So once again, the walk is on Saturday, September 23rd, Overlook Park, and it's registration at 9. The ceremony is at 10. So how many teams are there?
So we're trying to
Right
get
now.
110 teams.
Okay.
Yeah, we're passing the mark of 53 teams right now, but we're
That's
trying.
great.
Yes, yeah, we're trying to
Yeah.
get to 110 and getting back to those pre-COVID numbers. So we used to have about 1,300 to 1,500 people come to walk, so we're
Yeah.
trying to aim towards that.
And maybe one thing we need to also address is, how long is the walk? How long do you actually have to walk, or whatever?
So we have 2 loops. So we
Okay.
have a 1 mile loop and a 2.3 mile loop, and it's all paved, so you can bring your children, your strollers, walkers. We encourage everything.
Okay. So you're going to be walking? And
I'll be there. I joined the walk in 2014. And unfortunately, like Kevin was talking about earlier, we didn't learn about the association until it was a little too late. Like I mentioned, my mom passed in 2015. So as a company, we've been trying to spread the message, not only to raise funds, but awareness is very important. So We have a new purple truck on the road that is co-branded. It's GSM Roofing and the Alzheimer's Association.
That's great.
And we are trying to get people to understand that there are help, there is help, there are resources out there. You don't need to fight this thing alone. There's a community there to support you.
How long have you had the truck out there?
The truck started rolling about early May.
Early May.
Early May.
Wow, and I bet you've had some response on that too, haven't you?
It certainly grabs attention,
Yeah.
and we have a fantastic driver. Jesus is extremely engaged and willing to share information if he has stopped. But there's also a QR code on the van that takes you directly to the association website and kind of gives the 10 signs of what to look for dementia. But it's really about awareness.
Yeah, and I think, did you have an employee design?
We did. So we were looking at putting a new truck on the road, and we were naturally looking at branding it, and we got our marketing manager, Lindsay Briggs, involved.
Okay.
And she came up with this purple design and added some of the key events that happen at the Alzheimer's Association, the longest day and the walk to end Alzheimer's, and it's got it's got a tribute to my mom, Mary
that's
Gooding,
great.
on it. So we're really proud of this van.
All right, a shout out to her for the design too.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much for taking time today and coming in and sharing some information about the walk, because we can make a difference, and we're in the process of doing that. And we hope to see you at the walk too. Thanks for joining today. I'm Diane Dayton with Behind the Lines, reminding you to look behind the lines. You might be surprised what you find.